Hello everyone! Welcome to a review that I am not excited to film on so many different levels. I've got the new Morphe Foundation finally, so as I crack on into this and pray to God that the color will at least somewhat match me. It's foundation, you guys, so I am not on Morphe's PR list. That's totally acceptable and understandable. So a lot of the reviews that came out like a couple weeks ago from the people that are on their PR, they varied anywhere from "this foundation is amazing" and "everyone's a liar." Most of those people were in the campaign for this foundation. And then the other reviews, where they weren't in the campaign, they're like, "this is the worst foundation I've ever tried in my life. Ew, it's disgusting and the color range is like the worst I've ever seen. Bah!" There's so much drama, you guys. 2019, can we get rid of the drama just for drama's sake? And I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, no, there's actually drama to be involved. Well, I actually think that, oh God. This is the color of it. Oh, thank God. It came with like a little sample card. Okay, I mean, we're gonna make this work, you guys. For today, we're gonna make this work somehow. So, basically, what most of the drama is, and I couldn't confirm or deny any of this before seeing this right now. I suppose let me just see what this actually looks like, because, you know, seeing it in person, oh, okay, so it's not. Oh, thank God, it's actually, okay, so now, see, it's so hard when you don't see things in person, because a lot of the time, reviewers and whatnot, they use ring lights and tons of studio lights, and that's fine to an extent, but there's a reason why I always do foundation / makeup reviews where I want you guys to be able to see true colors and whatnot, and true textures. There's a reason why I continue to film in front of a window using natural light. It's because ring lights and studio lights, they just transform the crap out of that sort of thing. The color balances, the white balances, sure, it looks really nice. It looks great for camera, but it doesn't look like real life. It just doesn't. And so when all of these people online are saying, oh, these don't even look like skin colors and this and that, look at this, I don't trust it, because I don't trust that that color balance is correct, you know? Alright, hear me out, my friends. This is just an example, but I grabbed a screenshot from Jackie Ina's review on this foundation, and she was pretty adamant about these shades not being good and how none of them matched her. So I went ahead and just grabbed a dropper on an editing program and selected a side of her face where that should be her mostly face color, and then a dropper to go over her swatches, and you can see pretty much right off the bat that these do match. You know, they're not a perfect match, but they do down the line pretty much look like they would work for her. And I trust her word more than the picture, because I know that ring lights can blow out the light and just make it incorrect. And as you can see here, that's why if you're watching a video like hers where she says these don't match her, but on screen it looks like they would, that's why there's a discrepancy between her word and what you're seeing. She's not lying about things being improper shades necessarily, and your eyes aren't necessarily lying about seeing the colors that you're seeing. This is just the tricks that ring lights and studio lights play. I don't know, maybe it's my background in photography and video and stuff, so it's just like I know these things, but it's not accurate. It's just not. And so I didn't know if people were just blowing things out of proportion or what, because the beauty community apparently just loves the drama. It's something I wish we could move past in 2019, but so far we are not off to a good start here. Either way, I think that was that was the first biggest gripe, is that people said that, oh my gosh, yeah, there's 60 shades in this foundation, but none of them are actual people's skin colors. Well, A, that's to the people that are these actual skin colors, because from what I can tell, at least based on the picture with all of the models, which I think good on Morphe, you know, they used a wide variety of models in terms of looks and, you know, assumed genders and whatnot. I think they did a great job there, and it looks like a really inclusive range, and something that, you know, I feel like with these 60 shades, yeah, they might not be the most usual colors, but those are still colors of people, you know? Those are people in those photos, and those are their skin colors, and it just is what it is. Like I said, it might not be the most common, but that doesn't mean we should put them down and say, these aren't even skin colors. Like, how do you think those people feel that are those colors, you know? I don't know, maybe I'm taking way too much to heart that part, but either way, that's that. And then the second part, where if I'm assuming is true because I've seen this with mostly everybody, is that apparently this foundation just sucks. Like, it's really bad. First off, with the ingredients, I think like the first 8 or something, the first 8 out of 10 are all silicone ingredients, which for people like me who have very sensitive acne prone skin, that's just a nightmare waiting to happen. So that's a thing. And then also, I think, was it I forget which ingredient. I will link my friend Jen from Jen Loves Reviews did not a review on the foundation, but kind of a quick ingredient analysis type of a thing on her YouTube channel. And one of the main ingredients in this foundation, I guess she said, is something that's commonly found in liquid matte lipsticks. So it dries down really quickly and really dry. Which, like, why would anyone want that in a foundation? I don't get it. But either way, I think I have rambled at you guys enough. On Morphe's page, they don't really describe the foundation, so all we really know is that this is a full coverage foundation. I think we also know, oh, here we go. They give a little tiny description here. It's going to be 24-hour long wear, sweat-proof, transfer-resistant, and water-resistant. It's free of oils, fragrance, and parabens, and it is great for all skin types, apparently. People on YouTube are saying otherwise, but I think that is going to be it. Let's go ahead, sing the song together, and then we can start putting this on my face. See if and when disaster will ensue. Dang, YouTube made me buy it, and now I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Alright, my friends, we'll zoom in here. So here's my face. I've got a variety of stuff going on, a variety of textures, I guess. You know, my typical oiliness, but I do have some dry spots where things are healing. My unicorn horn from last time just decided to migrate down to the side of my nose, so that's been really fun with my glasses. She says in complete and utter sarcasm. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prime my skin with a nice moisturizing primer, because like I said, apparently this foundation is gonna dry the crap out of my skin, and I have other videos I want to film today. I've got a business call I need to make today, a video call, so I don't want to look too horrible. But we'll see. Time will tell. So I got the shade F1.120 matte. They're all matte, but that's the shade that I got, and it looks actually like I did an okay job picking. I kind of just based it on the model. Nice little safety seal. I appreciate that, Morphe. I don't know. It needs shaking. I don't think it does. We're gonna start by using a very small amount of this, because a little is gonna go a long way. At least that's what the people say. And the people also say that you have to work really freaking fast because it dries down. Is it free of perfume? I can't really tell. I mean, with just that little teeny tiny amount, it looks pretty natural on the skin and pretty good. We shall see. Maybe I'll be singing a different tune in a minute here, but I guess I am kind of on my side of my face that's not quite as blemished, but honestly, shade match looks fantastic for me. Okay, I can kind of see. It can It can look a little bit chalky, or at least it's kind of starting to. Maybe it's starting to dry down. Let's try. I'm gonna amp it up. I'm gonna put on a little, oh my god, a little bit more. Let's see how this does. Bibbidi bop, bibbidi boo. Okay. I was really scared that this was gonna dry down like way too fast, but honestly it doesn't seem too bad. It is drying down fast, yeah, but it's not the worst in the world. I'm trying to go into this review neutral. It's real freaking hard to with all the reviews that have popped up online, but I'm trying my best to not have any preconceived opinions about this stuff. Alright, so can definitely see a difference from side to side on my face, so that's great, that's exciting. In terms of, it means it's a foundation, and so far it's doing its job. Now on the other side of my face, I do want to test as per usual how this is gonna do when applied with a sponge. So let's see. I think, you know, with matter foundations like this, typically the sponge works better. It gives it a bit more of a natural look to it. And yeah, I would say sponge looks like it's, I mean, brush side wasn't bad, it's just sponge side is seeming to do better. It's a lot thicker. There we go, my friends. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. I am going to try and build this a little bit just because I've got a feeling some of the problems with this foundation are coming from people that typically like shellac their faces with foundation. This just might be one where less really is more. But it does look like I am getting more coverage, so if you want to layer away. This is layerable, but maybe don't layer because, like I said, that might be where most of the problems are coming from. This might not wear as well if you're layering. And there we have it, my friends. I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. A little bit, I don't want to say dry. I mean, it just looks like a very matte foundation. Certainly on the dry areas of my nose, it's looking like it's emphasizing dryness, so that also might be a thing because I feel like a lot of YouTubers that review makeup products do have much drier, if not actual very dry skin, so that might be another problem. But for me, as of right now, I don't think it's a horrendous mess or anything. This is absolutely work withable. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup here, and then I will be back to check in with you all in just a second on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Alright, so not all my makeup on, but my face is on. Yeah, I still have to do my eyeshadow, but I'm gonna film that, and then based on that, I'll choose a lipstick. But the face makeup is done, you guys. I am a-okay with it, I think. Yeah, I hadn't looked at it in natural daylight yet myself, but here we go, my friends. Like I said before, I am not mad at it. It does look quite dry, like I said previously, on my nose and on dry spots, but on the rest of my skin, honestly, I think it looks pretty dang good for a full coverage matte type of a foundation. It certainly feels very lightweight. I really hardly, I don't know that it feels like I have any foundation on, to be completely honest. It feels really good to me. Really nice and lightweight and natural. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go get the rest of my face together. Got some videos to film and also some work stuff to do, and it is trashy TV night with my mom, and that is going to be my day. So, oh yes, let's go ahead and also do the flash photography test. I haven't done it yet here in real life, but here you go. This is what it looks like with a flash photo, or in a flash photo. Yay! Does it look good? Does it look bad? I myself do not know, but you can be the one to decide. And yeah, that's gonna be it for me for now. I am gonna get on with things, and I will see you all in just a moment here on YouTube land. Ready? Ding! Woo! Look at that cool toned lighting. Alright, goodbye sun, but here we go. And sun, I mean the sun in the sky, not like a baby boy, but it's been about 4 hours here since I put the foundation on, and it feels mostly good. I'm starting to feel slightly oily, I feel like, in my T-zone, maybe. So I figured I may as well. Oh my god. Alright, I think I just had a minor heart attack, but I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Come on, camera. I used to have faith in you. No one make any sudden movements, but here we go. Here is the foundation. Looks like it's a bit of a smudgy mess underneath my glasses pads, and it does look like it might have oxidized a bit. I'm seeing quite the foundation line on my jawline that was certainly not there before, but overall I think it looks good. Is it transfer proof? Yeah, I think so far. Let's see if a blotting paper agrees with the transfer proofness. Oh, my nose is feeling the oiliest. Not too bad though. About the good old forehead. Yeah, not even close to as oily as my nose gets. Oh, there we go. Mustache come through with the oil. I feel like I can see the eensy beensiest bit of foundation on the blotting sheet, but not bad. It was certainly a preemptive blot, but overall, I mean, I think I'm okay with the foundation so far. It's not terribly offending me or offending me terribly, but we'll see. We'll see as the day goes on. I will keep on wearing this, and I will see you at the next check-in. Ready? Ding! Hello everyone, good evening. It's pretty much the end of the night here, at least I'm ready to call it a night. It's been a while since I checked in. I just wasn't feeling a need to. I hadn't felt like anything changed, and I would say within the past hour here I've felt a bit of a change. My last check-in was around 4:30, and it is going on 11 o'clock here. It's about 10:56 if I am reading the clock correctly. So let's take a final look. I hadn't looked at my foundation since I last checked in, and we have some changes, folks. Changes I'm pretty sure you want to see. So as you can hopefully see here, I have become a greasy little butterball on my face. I'm looking real greasy, and I was certainly noticing tonight whenever I would touch my face, if I like had to itch my nose or something, that I was getting quite a bit of transfer onto my fingers, and you can see that here right now. Also, there's quite a lot of texture showing up around my mouth especially, and in my moustache area, and around my cheeks. It also has like gathered really funnily on my nose. It's just not looking fantastic. It's really not. So let's start going through my pause system so that while I'm verbally telling you how I felt about this foundation, you can also get a numerical value. P stands for performance, A is for application, W is for worth the price, and S is for shade range. So for performance, I mean, okay, so for the people who only wear their foundation for like 2 to 5 hours, you might not be as mad at the foundation, but if you wear it, I would say anywhere 9+ hours, and you have oily skin like me, you might not be such a happy camper at the end of the day, because that's really when I started seeing a big difference. It has felt very lightweight all day. I would say once my oils have started coming through, it doesn't feel heavy, it just feels like I'm wearing foundation, but overall, I would say this is definitely one of the more lightweight foundations I've ever tried. It really does feel very, very weightless on my skin, which is great. But I mean, it transferred. I didn't get sweaty at all today. I can't imagine this would last well in sweat if it's doing this poorly with my oils just coming through. So overall, I mean, performance is okay. It was actually probably worse than okay, just based on how it gathered like on my nose and left texture all around my mouth. I'm gonna give it, I think I'm gonna give it a 1.75. Yeah, is that a little harsh? I don't know, I feel like that's appropriate. Application was perfectly fine for me. I really didn't seem to have any troubles with blending it out, even though, you know, it dried quickly, but not too quick where I couldn't blend it. It was also buildable without, I don't think it went cakey. I thought application was good. I honestly, I don't feel like I had many problems at all. So I'm gonna give it a 4.75 on that. Worth the price at 18 bucks. I guess I didn't even check. You do get 1 fluid ounce in here, but 18 bucks I think is really overpriced for it. Certainly more than drugstore. It's just, I don't know that it's worth the price at all, to be completely honest. I think I'm gonna give it a 0.25 on worth the price, because the only thing I can see is that this might be good as like a matte mix-in medium. At least that's how I'm gonna try it in the future. But other than that, no, I don't think it's worth the price at all. And then shade range, 60 shades. I haven't seen them all in person, but based on the pictures that they have online and everything, I feel like I have to give it a good shade range score. I didn't think it was bad. Like I said, I haven't seen all the shades in person, so maybe then my opinion would differ, but I do think a lot of people online have blown it out of proportions how bad the shade range is. I could be completely wrong, but that is just my assumption. So honestly, I'm pretty happy. I will still dock it for some strange choices if some of those shades that people are complaining about are true to what they say they come off as. So I'll give it a 4.25, how about? So this is actually getting a decently high score in terms of things. That's mainly based on the shade range being good and also ease of application. This is getting overall an 11 out of 20 or a 2.75 out of 5 paws, which, like I said, is high because I would say this is an okay foundation, but on the worse end of okay. So like overall, I would probably give it more of around like a 2, maybe like a 1.75 or a 2, because to me anyways, the whole like worth the price and then performance, those are my biggest things. Application, shade range is obviously important, but if it comes in your shade, which this does have a big shade range, then yeah, I mean, is it even worth trying though? You're gonna have to leave that up to yourself. I wouldn't recommend it. There are much better out on the market. Again, I do think a lot of people have blown the dramatics on this foundation way out of proportion. But that being said, I don't think it's a good foundation, so I do side with them in terms of performance being bad. Anyways, blah blah blah. I hope this video was helpful for you guys in seeing how this lasted on my face. Let me know down in the comments below. Do you think things were blown way out of proportion? How do you feel about this foundation? Have you tried it yourself? What do you think about the shade range? Let me know in the comments down below. Be respectful, please, of me, of each other, of all the other YouTubers. Like, let's try and be nice. Also, you can let me know if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful by giving me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I would love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!